New environment for this one. Page 34. If you could do only one thing with your life right now, what would you do? The result was that piece of paper on which law school, as I had inflicted, was not written. Up to that point, I'd always known logically that I could choose not to study law, but emotionally, it had never been an option. I see. Motion versus logic, feeling versus fact. You know how this works. Masculine versus feminine. That's when I realized in sacrificing my power to choose, I had made a choice, a bad one. By refusing to choose not law school, I had chosen law school, not because I actually actively wanted to be there, but by default. I think that's when I know first realized that when we surrender our ability to choose, something else or someone else will step in to choose for us. This can be true. Your parents, when they're first talking about jobs and what you want to be, most of them just say, you should be a doctor or some high paying career or job. Something that's high paying, high up in the industry, less happiness, less fulfillment, but high up here in money making, that's generally easy to get into. Not easy at all, actually. When we don't choose, other people will. A few weeks later, I officially quit law school. I left England and moved to America to start down the path of becoming an author and a teacher. You're reading this now because of that choice. Yes, for all the impact that this specific choice has made on the trajectory of my life, I value the way it changed my view about choices even more. We often think of choice as a thing, but choice is not a thing. Our options may be things, but a choice is an action. It's not just something we have, but something we do, which is fair. This experience brought me to the liberating realization that while we may not always have control over our options, we always have control over how we choose among them. Have you ever felt stuck because you believed you did not really have a choice? Come on now, you gotta say yes. You almost have to say yes. Everyone in their life has had to choose something like this before. Have you ever felt the stress that comes from the simultaneously holding two contradictory beliefs? I can't do this and I have to do this. Have you ever given up the power to choose bit by bit until you allowed yourself to blindly follow a path prescribed by another person? This is huge. Most 99% of people do this. You just don't know what to do, so you follow the path of someone else because they said do this. So you're like, okay, I will do this and hope that it gets me to where they are because I can't decide that for myself. It takes hard work to actually put yourself into the mindset of doing shit yourself. For too long, we overemphasize the external aspect of choices, our options, and underemphasize our internal ability to choose. This is more than semantics. Think about it this way. Options can be taken away, while our core ability to choose cannot be. Options can be taken away, the ability to choose cannot be. Hmm. I want you to write down what you think that means. Options can be taken away.